Hey guys, what's up? It's the Chaos Prophet, and today I have Overwatch for you, and I have a little bit of news. Now, they updated the PTR. They've been doing that a lot lately, especially with the new hero coming out on Tuesday, and yes, that is the official release date. I wish they would have told us that sooner, but you know, whatever. But the update for the PTR is concerning around Lucio, and they remade him, or at least changed his abilities around to make him a little bit more viable. And I have some ideas how to make him a little bit better myself, but they did go through and make these changes on the PTR, and yeah. But what you're watching is gameplay on the console, since I am on console and I can't show you the PTR. But this is some old gameplay and from the other day, and I'm not very good. This was like my first or second game, so I apologize if it's not amazing. But what I want to tell you what it is, and I have the Overwatch page with the PTR notes, so I'll read those now. The Sonic Amplifier, which is his normal weapon, his projectile speed is increased from 40 to 50. It seems a lot tighter, seems a lot faster, and it seems like you do more damage. But they haven't increased the damage at all. It's just that it gets there faster, which is great. And the alternate fire now considers vertical orientation when knocking targets back. I don't know if that means it just always knocks them up, or if you have to kind of, it depends on your positioning, whether they're slightly above you, or if you crouch and then hit them, they'll be knocked up. Either way, that's really, really cool. Crossfade has been changed as well. That's his auras that he changes for speed and healing. And there'll be a little aura around you, a little circle around you that's about 10 meters long, or wide, I should say. And it used to be 30 meters, and so it's really ridiculous that they're bringing it down that far. I don't agree with this at all, but I guess it's okay. And some people like it, some people hate it. It's weird, but it's making him more aggressive. And so yeah, it says there's a temporary in-game visual has been added to illustrate the radius of it, so that's good. It's only visible to you and your team. And so the healing per second has been increased by 50%. That also applies to his amp it up. So that's amazing. He does more healing, but you're gonna have to be more aggressive because you're gonna have to be in that circle to heal people with before, and especially for speed. For sure, you can be a little bit further away and move people. Now, what I did a lot of times was somebody would either come in with an ult, or somebody would they would aggressively push. The team would push, and I would move people. I wouldn't heal because he couldn't heal enough to sustain that damage. So I would, you know, move everybody to move out of the way, and it was just one of my things that I did. I constantly moved back and forth. You can probably see on the gameplay that's what I'm doing, is switching between it, and that basically makes you a good Lucio. Although if you're not doing much, or if you're not a great player, you can play Lucio and still be effective, and that's what they want to change. They want to make it so that he's not so much of a must pick, but feels good and viable in every situation. So the sound barrier radius decreased from 30 meters to 20 meters, which is okay, but I think they probably could have kept that the same. It didn't really matter. And his wall riding, which I almost never do, which I do a little bit, but I don't do a lot because it takes concentration, for the most part, to wall ride, heal, tack, and all that stuff, so I'd rather just not. I'd rather just jump around, bounce off walls. But the movement speed has been increased by 30%, which is amazing. It looks great when he wall rides now. It's like amping it up, right? For his speed ability and wall riding. You wall ride pretty fast. Now that just does it regular when you're wall riding. And he'll also receive a short burst of speed when leaping off a wall, which makes him able to get to places faster and to avoid people. But this is all great and dandy and all, but some people don't like the change, and some people are saying that it's really good, but I don't know. I'm kind of in between. I like it, but I don't. it helps in some areas and it doesn't help in other areas. So, especially when I'm speed boosting people, if I'm not with them, if I'm a second or two behind people, which sometimes I am coming out of the gate, I won't be able to speed boost them. They have to be with me to speed boost them. So that kind of sucks that now it's just closer, more aggressive. And I do kind of play up close and more aggressive, so it's kind of good. But just certain things, like if I want to heal someone from far away, I can no longer do that. I can no longer help. But whatever. In this video, I was going to do a joke type slash thing of pretending to be Stylosa, because this is what this video was really coming from. Was him asking what ideas could we have on Wednesday, I believe he made that video, of what we could do to improve Lucio. And I only came up with a few things, and hopefully it's good, and hopefully you guys like them, but if not, hey, that's okay. They're just spitball ideas. But one of the ideas I had was, and I know he has kind of 3 abilities already, but I wish he had an ability to basically stun his targets. He can survive a lot. He has his boop. He has his speed to get away from people, but usually on one-on-one attacks, half the time it seems like I lose. So I'd rather have a stun for him called Reverb, and that's just where he turns up the music really loud or something like that, where it just makes the person stunned or shocked. Kind of like McCree's flashbang. It would only happen for a second or so at most, enabling me to either boop you back and hit you and shoot you more, or to get away from you. So I think Reverb would be really cool, an effect, and it would help me at least in the fact that a lot of times I backtrack when I face, depending on who it is, but I backtrack when I don't want to face that person anymore. I would hit Reverb, it would make him stun for a second because the music is so loud or whatever, and allowing me to then boop them and then move backwards with my amp it up to get out of there or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I don't play a lot of Lucio. I play more Zenyatta, and I play basically Zarya and Lucio sometimes, but Lucio's just a pick that if I want to get him and my teammates to the point faster, I play him. And yeah, they're making him more involved in the fight, because usually you don't really do anything. So you just sit there and passively heal or kind of speed boost people around when you really need to, but you don't really do that much. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this. And those are all the updates coming, but mine was Reverb. The other one was to put a mini shield on him like he does when he drops a beat, but I don't think that would really work. I think people would abuse that too often, and people would cry that it's overpowered. So, yeah, guys, that's all from me. This has been the Chaos Prophet saying don't get lost in the chaos. Later, guys, and be free.